I got the lovely bunch of coconuts. Diddly dee 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 standing in a row. Big one, small one, some as big as a head. Got that part now. All righty, everybody. Every game, every era, every fan. You are listening to Squad Sportcast. Four brothers, one mic, all sports. In honor of Cinco de Mayo, cada partido, cada era, cada aficionado. Está escuchando Squad Sportcast. Cuatro hermanos, un micrófono, todos los deportes. We like to thank you all. Listen, don't judge my Spanish. It is off. I know it. Y'all don't kill me in the comments. We like to thank you all on behalf of our 45 subscribers. We are on the road to our first 100 subscribers. Thank you for believing in what we do. Now it's on to the fun part. The emergency committee had to reconvene this past week, and it was a fairly easy vote. Your Crash King for episode 26 is none other than Mr. Mike Montgomery. Unfortunately, he is not with us today. He is off celebrating the festivities. We wish him the best. Stay safe and come back the same way you came. Like the same way you love, come back the same way. Hey, if you know, you know. Now, just a few notes. It is a back-to-back for Mike, so we'll get him on next week. Unfortunately, we're going to have a new Crash King because he's not in today. So your votes will help us determine who that is. But with that being said, let's get into it. The NBA playoffs have reached the second round. What does that mean? It means the stakes get higher and the competition is even higher. The contenders are separated from the pretenders, and every possession matters. Superstars are expected to shine, and role players must step up, and adjustments define each series. Who's got the depth, the discipline, and the drive to move one step closer to the finals? Let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, we have the current matchups that are underway right now playing. We have the Cavs and the Pistons. Also, we have the Lakers and the Thunder that are shortly getting started right now. Also, we have the Timberwolves and the Spurs in their next matchup. The Timberwolves lead 1-0 despite Wembanyama's triple-double. And the Knicks have a 1-0 lead against the 76ers. So, what do you fellas think about the matchup so far? I leave it up to y'all to decide.
You want to go first, still, or I do? I'll go.
I'll take this one first. So the Sixers Knicks series, I feel like that's pretty even. Um, it's going Joel Embiid health is going to be paramount to who wins that series. Uh, when it comes to the Pistons, Cavs, who the Pistons feel like are the more gritty team, but the Cavs are more talented. So if the Cavs, they Harden and Mitchell got to come and play every game. They can't have no James Harden can't have these disappearing acts that he be having against the Pistons because Cade, I like Cade and the Pistons is great. The Lakers, they got an uphill battle. I would like this matchup a lot better if Luka was playing. However, if they can use their experience and still at least one of these early games, we'll see where it goes. As far as the Timberwolves and the Spurs, I like the Spurs, but the fact that they gave up game one on their home floor, I don't like that. Rudy Gobert is playing out of his mind. Hopefully, Wemby can take advantage of his matchup and make Gobert look like the perimeter defender he's supposed to look like. But yeah, I don't like the fact that San Antonio gave up game one on their home floor. And De'Aaron Fox got to be assertive. It can't just be Wimby. De'Aaron Fox, they shooters, they gonna have to kind of play. So that's my take on second round.
All right. So I'll kind of go reverse on what you were saying regarding the matchups. With the Timberwolves and Spurs, this is going to pretty much be the Rudy Gobert versus Wembanyama series. Anthony Edwards is going to find his stride, and he had about 15 to 17 points on some very efficient shooting. Like he made the points when it mattered the most, especially starting right out the gate. But the thing with the Spurs is that Wemby is 7'4", but yet he had about 8 shots outside the perimeter. You cannot have that as your big man. You gotta enforce yourself in the paint. And Rudy Gobert knows that Wemby likes to shoot those shots, but he's not going to give those to him. So that the Timberwolves use that to their advantage. And although he may not have scored that many points, Rudy Gobert was all over the court. And that's why it was trouble for the Spurs. And Dale was right. That backcourt is going to have to do something because you got a three-headed monster, pause, in that backcourt with Fox, Castle, and Harper. Fox getting paid over, I think, $200 million to perform. Now he's got to step up when the rooks are not doing what they need to do. With the Lakers and Thunder swept that regular season series, and it wasn't pretty. None of those games were pretty. But I think with a bit of a 7-game matchup, each team figures out the weakness of the other. So the Lakers, they have a boxer's chance, but they're going to have a mountain to climb because let's just say they come out of this winning against the Thunder. They're going to have to face whoever is the winner of the Spurs and the Wolves, and neither one of those matchups are easy. Anthony Edwards is going to want his off of any person that comes his way. So he's on a man on a mission. And the Spurs, I'm sorry, with Victor Wembanyama as your leader, I have a hard doubt that anybody that's coming up against the Spurs, except let's say the Lakers, the Thunder, or the Knicks, can beat them. Now, looking at the Eastern Conference, you got the 76ers and the Knicks. The 76ers fought their behinds off to get to the second round, so kudos to them. But I think they might be the victim of attrition. They got blown out by like 39 game one against the Knicks, and the Knicks were like a well-oiled machine coming off of their like 50-point blitzkrieg on the Hawks. That was a beautiful piece of work, though. I was watching that game and I was losing my mind. But it was a piece of work. And they continued their onslaught on the Sixers. Once they got their stride, and it was all she wrote. And Jalen Brunson is so damn efficient. It's ridiculous. The Knicks, the only thing that could beat them really is themselves. I have a strong feeling they'll make it out the Eastern Conference as the winner and show that the NBA Cup win was no fluke. Now, the Cavaliers and Pistons, I don't have a strong call on it because Detroit winning 4-3 wasn't just an aberration. I've been on Detroit's case as a fraud watch all season long because I don't think their 60 wins were legit 60 wins. It's Cade Cunningham and bust. I need Jalen Duren to step up to the plate. I need other players to step up to the plate. I mean, Tobias Harris, yeah, he did his, but Cleveland's got James Harden. They got Donovan Mitchell. They got the Mobley and Allen. They got the Slender twins there. They got a couple of other guards and other players that could do things, but they need Harden and Mitchell to put on a heroic feat because the Pistons defense, led by what's his name, Alistair Thompson. If you've seen Thompson play on the Pistons, he is a menace. They're going to have trouble if they put Thompson on Mitchell. It's not going to be a fun series for the Cavs. But I still believe the Cavs can do something in 7. If not, it's going to be a Pistons in 4. But that's kind of my take on things for right now. If you can't tell, I've been keeping close tabs on these playoffs.
So listen. Y'all know how I like to start. Y'all got some great points. But let's get on to the real. First things first, in this Detroit Cavaliers matchup. First of all, James Harden already doing his disappearing act again. He only got 9 points. Already. He already doing his Houdini. He doing his, domain expansion, his Genjutsu. Ain't no release from
him. Is Thompson guarding him?
It don't matter.
It does. Thompson's a stopper. Al-Star Thompson is defensive stopper, like his twin on the Rockets, Amen Thompson. Yeah, they
again. James Harden has been in this place many times. James Harden is regarded for many as one of the best scorers of all time. I don't believe in that. Y'all believe in that mess.
Oh no, he's one of the best scorers of all time. That's no.
Absolutely not. He had another disappearing in Game 7.
2015 to 2019. Stop it, bro. For 2015 to 2019, there's a compilation of James Harden just one-on-one getting whatever he wants, especially at the free throw line. They had to make
in the regular season, bro. We're not about to do this.
They had to make a rule based off of it. It was 2019 or 2020. I remember it was the first game against the freaking Blazers. James Harden was doing like a step back and tried to draw into one of the Blazers to foul, and there was no whistle called. It was because there was a rule change in the offseason. I remember that because that was something everybody was complaining about.
He should have known the rules.
No, the rule. He didn't think the rule was going to change because he's an offensive sniper. Like a savant. He could do whatever he wants. Well, back then. Right now, he's a little bit older, but nonetheless.
Listen, what I'm saying is, I'm just saying he is, and shout outs to Ken. He put it out there. We probably shouldn't be looking at James Harden the right way anymore. Maybe we shouldn't think of him as someone who could take over a game. It's just somebody who could put up points when needed. And I agree with that. At this point, not even a playmaker. Really, we should be relegating him to a role player at this point. Like, all you could do is just put up points. It's like KD. Like, the only difference between KD and James Harden is KD has rings. James Harden don't.
And James Harden has hair and KD doesn't.
Oh God. We're not starting with that mess.
Right?
We not starting with this mess. See, this is your fault. You started this.
I didn't do anything. You pointed out differences like you genuine, so I'm going to point out differences. Yeah,
either way,
hair, James Harden do. James Harden not. KD's not.
And speaking of KD, we have not seen KD come through and put up 9 points in 3 quarters. Come on, bro. You know what we will be doing to this man?
James Harden played in the playoffs. KD sat down.
I'm talking about in general. You have never seen KD have less than 10 points in 3 quarters. You would have to dig deep into the archives to find a game in which KD scored under 10 points in 3 quarters. Now, part of it is because of the teams that he played with. Yes, because those teams he played with made sure that he had the ball and also that he was the guy doing the work. So that is part of it. But the other part of it is when called upon, KD showed up. At least, take example, the OKC, when they lost down 3-1 to the Warriors, KD showed up. KD was there. He put up points. It wasn't enough, but he put up points. So I'm sorry.
They were having struggles on who was the number one option between him and Westbrook. And although Westbrook had erratic shots, KD still didn't make it clear that he was the number one option. He likes to share when it comes to distributing the offensive load. And the problem with that is he does that everywhere he goes. And like, for example, when he was in Golden State, he was sitting very pretty having Steph and Klay Thompson as the 1 and 2 options where he could be the third. Imagine having KD as your third option. That's why Golden State was just through the table those 3 years, because KD was the third option. He wasn't the first, but KD could act like or guys as if he was the first. It
There
was
was
always
times that,
Steph as the
but see,
first
that
option.
was the ingenuity of Steve Kerr because there was times they rotated it and KD
That was
was the
not
first option.
Steve Kerr ingenuity. He just got blessed with a sweet deal, especially when KD's contract ended in the 2016.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
How
we ain't
did
gonna do
how
that.
you get blessed? I mean, the man got to be the most extreme blessed if we talk about blessed. Because keep in mind, he played with Michael Jordan. Steve Kerr played with Michael Jordan, won rings because of Michael Jordan, and then went to Golden State, and then apparently got blessed with the greatest shooter of all time when they were about to cut him or trade him away.
He got blessed with great shooters. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson
Man,
had great intangibles.
Steve Kerr inherited a great team that Mark Jackson they was already starting to become who they was because Mark Jackson had them playing great. And Steve Kerr lucked up and got a team that Mark Jackson put together and just was able to take them over the hump.
I mean,
The house that Mark Jackson built.
Look, part of it is, but again, we can't say that because he won multiple championships without that team that Mark Jackson built. He won the one in 2016. What is it? 2017-18, and then 18-19. He won those two.
He
that was the team when he had KD on it.
18-19 was Toronto. They won in 22 against Boston.
Okay, but still won 3. The 2 years that KD was there, and then the one against Boston. So he won 3. Okay, cool. Like I no disrespect to Mark Jackson, none at all. Please understand, no disrespect because he doesn't have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and what was that the other point guard name? I can't even think of his name.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
What year?
2013, I want to say.
You talking about Jared Jack?
No, not Jack.
Sean Livingston.
Barbosa?
Yeah, there it is. Sean Livingston.
Sean Livingston. Midi. Yeah, Sean Livingston.
Yeah. Living buckets. That's what he needed to change his name to. Living buckets.
He was the king of the mid. You there's a compilation on YouTube right now where Sean Livingston's mid-range was automatic. I don't care who was in front of him, whose hand was up.
It didn't matter.
He was making that shot.
Bruh, you take Steph off and you put Sean Livingston in, and you just thought, okay, well, I get a break from the threes. No, Sean Livingston was shooting buckets. Like, y'all got to understand. If y'all don't know, do y'all research on Sean Livingston. I'm just here to tell you. But still, here we are, 76-83, Cavs versus Pistons. Pistons up, of course. And James Harden's still at 9 points. That's y'all got. Remember, that's y'all first ballot MVP.
Because it was about 13 or 14 not too long ago. That's why I said Detroit, their offense has ebbs and flows. It's streaky, but then there are times where they just go blank in the head. And they went blank in the head for 3 games in a row against Orlando. Like, you can't against good teams that can play on offense. Like, have that against a team like Cleveland, and you're asking for a loss because Orlando, they're defensively skilled. They don't have like the offense that you need to make those plays. Like, they were jacking up threes, Boston. They were jacking up those threes, and they were just losing. Like Game 6 against Detroit, bro. That was horrible. That was horrific to watch for any basketball fan. You felt sorry for Orlando because they just completely wet the bed after being up by 22 and then losing by like 12 or 13. That's
like 12.
Yeah, that's horrific because you literally changed the landscape of the playoffs with that win. Like, and honestly, as a person that wants the Knicks to make it to the finals, that was a one-way ticket for them. Now they got to go up against Detroit if they make it past this round. It's not going to be easy.
Well, let me move on because we got stuck on Cavs Pistons too much. Spurs and Timberwolves, obviously, we all agree the Spurs can't lose that game one. Spurs can't lose game one like that, especially with Wemby having a triple double. But honestly, let's be fair, Wemby needed to do more.
It was a week's triple double though.
That's what I'm saying. Like Wemby needed to do more. Yes, he has a triple double, but 11-point triple double. Like no, Wemby, you have to do better. Like Wemby with 11 points is not good enough.
He's a team leader in playoff blocks now, as far as the highest blocks in the game. And this is his like fifth or sixth playoff game. Yeah, I personally think that, like I said, he needs to be more in the paint and not so much in the perimeter, because Minnesota wants that to happen. They know they got preferable matchups. You got Jaden McDaniels, who one-on-one can really go up against anybody and get his, whether it be mid-range, whether it be three, or whether it be in the paint. You got a couple of players. And then you got Mike Conley as their playmaker that's reliable. He'll get you 5 to 7 points that you'll need when it's a bit of a rough patch. Like the Timberwolves have a good case to come up with an upset win against the Spurs, even though it wouldn't necessarily be like an upset.
I mean, you gotta understand, Ant-Man is known for coming up with upsets like this. Like, we didn't expect them to get past the Spurs. Not a lot of people did. But you have Julius Randle that's going crazy. The Jaden McDaniels, you already made a comment on that. But again, as I said, it relies more on Fox and Wembanyama. I'm sorry. 21 points combined is not enough to beat this team.
Like Randall, he did but he went 8 for 20. That's like, I'm sorry, 8 for 20 is not a good game for Randall. Like, I understand he scored 21, but like that's like when Kobe used to shoot 40 shots. I don't want him. I want efficiency. I mean, I don't mind him taking 20 shots, but he got to make more than 8.
But keep in mind who he was going up against. He was going up against Wemby. If he's the tallest player, they're going to try to get them in foul trouble. They're going to try to get the Spurs in foul trouble. So I don't mind them attacking it, because you get Wemby, you get Cornette, you get their big men out of the paint, you open everything up.
And you also got to understand, Wemby had 12 blocks. So you can say efficiency. Wemby had 12 blocks. That's going to cut into your efficiency. So, I mean, like I said,
Wemby don't play with 4. Gobert is on. I mean, I understand, but he do play help side. But you still got to find your better shots.
But again, you seeing Wemby in rare form.
That's my thing, and that's gonna be the thing that kind of hinders him. That's his next step to become the best player in the game and possibly the world right now. He needs to make sure that mid range is automatic. Like at 7'4", 7'5", you gotta have an automatic shot like that, especially with somebody with his build.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you also gotta understand, Wemby's gonna find you. Like, I'm pretty sure all 12 wasn't on Julius Randle. But again, they also had 20 rebounds. Like, between Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert, they're 20 rebounds together. So I'm fine with the low efficiency when you have the high rebounds out there. But let's move on real quick. Of course, I'm not going to speak on this Knicks 76ers game. I'm sorry. They capitalized after dropping. They dropped 50 on what's this called?
The Hawks.
And then they dropped 50 on the Hawks. And that was just terrible. Like, I seen reels about people destroying the Hawks and stuff like that. The Knicks were on one. And they proved that wasn't just what's this called? That wasn't just a fluke. That was, we can score when we want to. Like, don't push us out here. Like, I'm sorry, you've scored 86. You've had a combined win point of 86 in 2 games. I'm sorry, it's not looking good.
I thought it was kind of funny that young Jock was there performing. It's going down, and he was talking about the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, it went down all right. It definitely went down.
The Hawks overachieved. Like nobody thought the Hawks was going to the playoffs this year.
Exactly. I'm agreeing with that as well. And they traded Trae Young away, if I'm correct.
Yeah, they could have
Yeah.
sure used Trae Young for some offense because,
Sure
like, as
coulda.
good as CJ McCollum is and everything like that, you need somebody that could get theirs, and Trae Young could get his at any point on the court. And I think that they may have jumped the gun on that. If they kept Trae and CJ and had like Trae, CJ, and Jalen, that could have been a very nice triple threat. But they wanted to, they didn't like Trae Young. They thought he was kind of inefficient. There was injuries, but I think the Hawks are gonna regret it. And also, they're not using their number one draft pick, Zach Rechacher, and it's kind of sad because it's like, what do you do if you're the Hawks? You spent all that money trading. You spent that money on your draft pick, and you're not even playing him. They got some things to think about during the offseason.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go it's hard to tell. I'm sorry, I was looking at the comments from Mr. Ken. He said it's a tough pill to swallow, fellas. Harden is 101, so it's hard to tell him he's a role player now. But he gotta be. He gotta be. You
gotta
want to
be
win.
efficient.
If you want to win a championship, you got to. At this, well, efficiency is part of the deal. Like you got to be efficient at this point. Like there's no excuse as to why. Hold on, wait for suspense, because I'm looking at the Rockets right now. I mean, I'm looking at the Thunder and the Lakers game. So I'm gonna switch back real quick.
Game right now, 38 seconds left. Shea at the line.
Yeah, 9 points for James Harden.
I'm mute. I'm looking at that right now.
Oh, me?
No, I'm looking at the game right now, but it's on mute. But the Lakers are keeping up right now, so I'm actually impressed. But I also have to remember that Jalen Williams for the Thunder is not playing, so you have him in there. It's almost good night, Irene, for the Lakers.
It's 31-26 right now in the quarter one. Okay. I'm a little ahead of you.
A few seconds behind on my TV thing.
Harden got to be more aggressive. I'm looking at this box score right now. He only took 8 shots. You got to take more than 8 shots, brother.
Who?
James Harden. He 2 for 8 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to be more efficient. Like you have to be better.
Does he have any assists?
And he got to be more aggressive. He got 7 assists. I like the rest of his box score. Well, except for he got 5 turnovers. I don't like that. And him and Schroeder got 9 turnovers together. That can't happen. Those are your 2-point guards. You can have 9 turnovers between your 2-point guards.
The thing is, Donovan Mitchell is a volume scorer. Every 9 times out of 10, when he gets the ball, he's going to look for his basket. And it's a gift and a curse. You need somebody to get you back in the game on a streak. Yeah, I would choose Donovan Mitchell 5 times or 6 times out of 10. I would choose Donovan Mitchell. Other times, just because of his erratic play, like he scored or he has the ball too much, and I can't trust him. But more times than often, yeah.
I'm sorry. I would love to agree with you, but Max Strus has 19 points. I'm sorry.
Okay, Max Strus, what's his 3-point field goal percentage?
4 for 7.
4 for 7. Okay, there's a field goal percentage, 4 for 7. So, I mean, he's got his streak going. Some of those assists from Harden probably went to Max Strus. But you're gonna need that against Detroit. Like the thing is, like I said, Detroit has that streaky offense, and they're on and off at times. So, I mean,
they're on the night
game.
4 people in double figures. You got Tobias Harris with 16, K coming in with 21, Duncan Robinson from I didn't even know he was on Detroit. He got 19, 5 for 8 from 3. And then even they bench players like Javonte Green, he only got 3 points, but he 1 for 3. Dennis Jenkins, 6 points, 3 for 8. Isaiah Stewart, 2 for 2 with 6 points and 2. Like they getting it from you got to be balanced, and then they're not getting like Jared Allen. He can't have but just 1 rebound. He got to that's another reason why they're getting better. Jared Allen got 1 rebound.
Man, get him and Mobley out of here, bro. They cannot be playing like this with no rebounds. They 7'30". Both of them 7'30". Reach your
What
hand
you
up. Get the board.
Like,
we'll see
Evan
what
Mobley,
happens
he
in
having a
game
decent
2.
game. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, only 1 turnover. But
Who was that?
the fact that Evan Mobley 14, 8, and 5 with only 2 with 1 turnover, that's pretty good. He's been pretty efficient, 6 of 9 shooting. James Harden 2 for 10, like that's crazy. But Jared Allen got to be your anchor, and he got to have at least, if he gonna not score, he got to have 12 to 15 boards.
There's no way
James
a
ain't no
dude
show, but
there's no way a dude that's a foot taller than me should have one more rebound than me. I ain't playing. He got just one more than me, bro.
Hey, all I'm saying is Chet Holmgren has 9 points in 9 minutes, and your boy James Harden paid almost a whole game with 9 points.
They
I'm just
play
saying.
different roles. We're not gonna do that. They both of
he
them.
got 10 now. He made
He got
another
10.
free
Oh,
throw. He
he
got
made a
10.
field goal.
Chet
He made a
Holmgren the
free
third.
throw.
Actually, no, right now he's the second option. He's a second option to Shea.
He's still
not gonna do that.
numbers ain't gonna lie. Shea
And plus, they
got
play
8, and
different
he's number
positions.
1. SGA has 8 points in the first quarter. I'm not trying to hit this, bro. I'm not trying to hit this.
They play different positions. You know that.
Speaking of Lakers and Thunder, we all know the secret to the Lakers and the Thunder. It's going to take 7 for the Lakers to beat the Thunder. If the Lakers have to be able to steal one of these games between games 1 and games 2. They have to be able to steal it. Only because they're going to need to be at full power, just like you said, Theo. They have to be at full power. You're not beating them without being at full power. And maybe some controversy along the way. Because they are the defending champs. You said what?
Do you think Luka Doncic will come back in this series?
Yes. I think by games 3 or 4.
The only way the Lakers could beat the Thunder and with no Luka is DeAndre Ayton has to be a freaking menace on both ends of the floor.
Agreed. Austin Reeves has to be efficient as well. Like, Austin Reeves got to be efficient. Austin Reeves going to need 25 points. I'm sorry. Him and LeBron are going to have to combine for 50 points. There's no other way around it. There's no way you're going to tell me, out of all these people that's assembled, that if they don't score at least 50 points between those two, they're going to win the game. There's no way. This is not the Rockets we're playing. These are the defending champs. And unless y'all about to tell me we about to have a 2011 Dirk run,
I don't have a 2011 Dirk run this playoffs. I don't know what team, but I think we're going to have one of those.
Right. The Lakers don't have no answers for Shea unless they put LeBron on Shea, which is still not good. They have no answers for Shea. Smart too small.
Smart too small. I don't care. Smart 6'3". He can manage it.
Whatever they're doing, they managed it all right because he only got 8 points in the first quarter.
But he 3 for 4. He only missed 1 shot.
That's fine. He 2 or 3 on the free throw. So he's missed 2 shots. You gotta understand, some role players are gonna get them, they're gonna get their points. As long as you minimize it to a certain amount, say like high 20s, low 30s, we can live with that. That's like KD. You know KD's good for 25 every night. But if I keep KD at 25 points and the rest of the team does bad, I can still win a game. That's just like Steph Curry. There's been times Steph Curry's hit 50 points and they still lost the game. Like, you got to understand, players are going to play, shooters are going to shoot. They're going to get theirs regardless. It's not about defending. It's about executing and playing your offense to the point that you can beat out the rest of the team. And yes, according to Ken, Brian got to come off the bench. Like, Brian going to have to play like 50 minutes easily. This is going to be the toughest one for LeBron. If LeBron is going to, I don't think LeBron lasts after this year because he's played a season with Bronny. So if this is it, I honestly believe this is it for King James. And if this is it, you gotta play 50 minutes. I need 50 minutes out of you. I'm sorry.
We'll see. We'll see. It's still early in the game, so we'll come back after game one is done and see. We'll do a litmus test, kind of see how things go.
Yeah, we'll
It's
see how that thing goes. We got watch over the NBA. We're gonna switch it over for a little bit. Just want to see the fellas and how they viewing the NFL right now. So we have the all too early NFL power rankings. Myself and the guys, we are going to create our own Power Five list of all NFL teams and then sit here and discuss it for you. Of course, as always, if it sounds crappy, we're going to hit them. We're going to hit them with that defend that. I'll start things off first. Number five on the list, give me the Buffalo Bills at number 5. I think with a new head coach and some new changes around the Bills, I do believe the Bills might be able to make some noise. Keep in mind, they have to deal with the Patriots, but I think they have a way to at least make the playoffs again. It's undeniable at this point. Like, there's no way you can say that they're not going to make the playoffs. They are a powerhouse team. It just depends on how they are able to execute and get some wide receiver production. Golly, man, they need some wide receiver production. Hopefully, this new head coach steals some wide receiver production out of them, because if not, Josh Allen's going to be playing hero ball all over again just for this man, Mike. Number 4 on the list, Jordan's going to hate me, but I got the Philadelphia Eagles at number 4. I want to place them at number 1, but give me the Eagles at number 4, because here's my whole point. The Eagles' ranking will thoroughly depend on offensive play calling. Defensively, fine. Defensive line is fine. Offensive line will be much healthier. Offense is a little bit healthier. We might actually keep A.J. Brown for one more year. And Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. Offensive play calling? Like, notice, A.J. Brown is talking about and making appearances, and he's talking about, I want to stay, and this, that, and the third, and Jason Tatum was part of that issue. If we keep A.J. Brown, and the offense knows how to make calls, and A.J. Brown's getting numbers, I'm sorry. There's no way you can't make them number 1. I'm sorry. You figure it out how you figure it out.
I want to make a quick comment. I also think that Mike Vrabel fiasco is working against the Patriots and may cause A.J. Brown to reconsider wanting to be traded. Because if he sees how messy that is now, I don't think he'll want to be a part of that mess. And what if the Patriots decide to just let the coach go? You know how teams nowadays are very quick to let go of somebody. They'll do it like a deep in the night. They'll let somebody go, and you'll wake up to that. So I personally think that he's now in a space where he has to consider his decision making.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like I said, that whole thing is a mess. It's an absolute mess. Like, you've not only put your team at risk, you put your family at risk, your marriage at risk. You put so much at risk for one guy that you may not get now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But number 3 on the list, and again, Jordan might hate me for this, is the Los Angeles Rams. Keep in mind, I'm not ranking this based on their. I'm not ranking this based on their ability to beat each other, because keep in mind, the Eagles have a 4-1 record against the Rams. What you got?
Score tied, by the way, between the Cavs and the Pistons. 93 all. 5 minutes left. I just wanted to throw that out there for that for those people who were saying Detroit's going to smoke them. But let's continue.
Nah, I got the update. 97-93. Don't worry, I got you. I'm a little ahead. 97, 93. Don't worry. You know I got you, Jordan. You know I do. But yeah, back to
it. App. I got the TV, YouTube TV. They always behind.
But yeah, Los Angeles Rams. I believe that the Rams definitely have earned their top 3 spot. I think that regardless of anything, that the Rams, if they don't face the Eagles in the playoffs or the Seahawks, they win the whole thing. I don't see another team that can beat them. The Seahawks and the Eagles are their kryptonite. I'm sorry. Say what you want. Say what you want. The Seahawks get extremely lucky because Sam Darnold, it's like a coin toss. But Seahawks can beat them. That's all there is to it. Number 2, give me the Denver Broncos. We all know.
Hold up.
We all know. Hold on.
Because I remember. No, because I remember a couple of weeks ago, we talked about power rankings with teams, and we talked about currently built. Bo Nix is not even in the equation, and y'all got on me about the rankings.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I did forget about that because Bo Nix won't be in for a while.
Yep, I'm not gonna let y'all have that.
You know what? You right. You got me. Let me see who I got. For number 2, it's going to be a controversial take. I'll take it. The Broncos was a controversial take anyway. But give me the New England Patriots for number 2. And here's the reason why. I believe that either way, however this Mike Vrabel situation goes, the Patriots have made their changes so that they can acquire some actual offensive efficiency. Keep in mind, even without A.J. Brown, they still have Drake May. They still have Ramondre Stevenson, who is kind of a bum, but as long as he don't fumble, he'd be all right. They have Trayvon Henderson, who in year 2 will shine above all. I think he'll take the starting running back position. But again, he's going to shine a lot more to where he'll be a starting running back. You also have one of the top defense. It's one of the top defenses in the NFL. Not looking at the Broncos and the Texans. It's top 3. I'm sorry. And then on top of it,
better because they took our safety, Reed Blankenship. And I'm not happy about that.
I'm not happy either, but it is what it is. But listen, they got better on defense. They're getting better on offense. They got Romeo Doubs. You still have Hunter Henry. You still have who's the other wide receiver over there? They grabbed another wide receiver, I believe.
Yeah, they still got the Patriots. I think they still got Demario Douglas.
Yeah, they still got Demario Douglas. So I believe they'll, even though that their schedule is tougher, and that's going to really prove if it was a fluke or not, I do believe that the Patriots will make their way around. They'll still get like 10 wins. I don't believe they'll take that much of a dip, but I do believe 14 is way too high. I think they'll get 10 wins. They'll go 10-7, and they should get in the playoffs. It depends on how their matchup with Buffalo goes. But yeah, number 1 on the list is the Seattle Seahawks. I'm sorry, they've lost a lot. They've lost an extreme a lot after winning the Super Bowl. But as of now, in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. And I'm sorry, I have Seattle Seahawks as the number 1 team. I believe they drafted well enough so that they can keep their number 1 spot. I don't expect them to stay here. I just expect them to maintain the spot. As of right now, they are the king of the hill. They are the upper echelon. They are the creme de la creme. They are who we aspire to be as far as the NFL teams. They are the winners of the Super Bowl. We get to see them raise their banner up week 1. There it is. So that's my 5: the Bills, the Eagles, the Rams, Patriots, and Seahawks. I leave it to you guys.
Go there. Because I gotta think about mine. Nick said some crazy stuff putting the Broncos up there when I y'all got on me about them. So y'all go ahead.
5. This pains me because y'all know y'all homers, and I don't like to appease fans of groups. So I'm gonna give the Eagles 5, even though I want to, just because I like to antagonize you, the two of you. But I believe the Eagles is 5. With Brown coming back, you still got Smitty, and then you got Lemons. If if they can officially run the football with Saquon and what's Tank, isn't it Tank Bigsby is the two back?
Yup, Tank Bixby is the two back.
So I feel like y'all need to be if y'all can be a run first offense, and then Jalen Hurts cannot go through them turnover woes that he had at the end of the season. Y'all should be solid at 5. 4, I'm gonna go Kansas City. There is reports that Mahomes is back at OTAs, so I'm expecting him to be back for week 1. So with that being said, you can't count out Kansas City. That defense, I'm a little worried about that defense, but in Mahomes, I trust. So I'm gonna go Kansas City at 4. I am going to go the Rams at 3. I, I mean, I feel like that defense can be a little leaky, but Stafford in that offense with Adams, Puka, I feel like they could use a little bit better tight end play, but the receivers is going to make up for the lack of elite tight end play. We're going to go. No. Give me. Now, let's put the Rams up to 2. Give me Buffalo at 3 and put the Rams at 2. If
All right.
Buffalo get elite, they don't even need elite wide receiver play. If they can get just decent wide receiver play to keep, so Josh Allen can be Josh Allen and James Cook can continue to be the guy he was, and that defense can't take no steps back though. The defense got to at least be a top 15 defense and be if they're not like they can give up a lot of yards, but they can't give up a lot of points. So I'm gonna put Denver 3. Put the Rams at 2. Um, I want to put the Rams at 1, but Seattle is the defending champ, so we're gonna go Seattle 1 for obvious reasons. They the champs, and that's gonna be a tough division again with the Niners, the Rams, and Seattle, and it's going to be some good football played in that division. Seattle, I want to see if the Kenneth Walker loss, how bad that affects them. But they still got Charbonnet, so we're gonna see how that running game. If they can still run the ball and take pressure off of Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold don't gotta be 30-yard throw the ball 30 times. I like Seattle.
All right.
All right. So it's kind of tough because I'm looking at all these teams, and I really have to ask myself, if healthy, who's going to be where they need to be. And I've been kind of revamping the list as y'all have been talking. So um, this is going to be very controversial. And Nick, your Eagles ranking wasn't too bad. I wasn't. I'm like the Eagles still got some work they need to do on the offense. But number 5 is going to be Baltimore. But a healthy Baltimore team is a force to be reckoned with. Plus, they got Trey Hendricks, and so I'm looking at the Ravens. I just need them to stay healthy for one full season and let Lamar cook. And I got them. Like if Lamar Jackson is your quarterback, I'm putting you in top 5. I don't care what happens or what's in your way. Um, 2 honorable mentions I'm going to say is Green Bay and Houston because Green Bay's defense is going to be great, and with Michael Parsons with a clean slate and a healthy grade, I think they could create uh, some sadistic damage on the NFC North. Caleb Williams is going to have to run for his life. Jared Goff can't run, so that's going to be a thing. Kyler Murray, he'll run under him, but still, like they. Also, the Vikings are a dark horse team for the NFL next year. I think Kyler Murray replacing JJ McCarthy will boost their chances to not only win the division but have a top 2 seed in the NFC. That's a crazy hot take I'll put out there. They have all the pieces they need. But let me get back to this. Number 4, um, Eagles, just like you did. I because I am Eagles fly on the road to victory. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. But I need them to stay at 4 because as great as their defense is, as great as everything is, I need them to focus on their offensive play, like you were talking about. Sean Mannion is the OC now. They've had multiple OCs like Baker Mayfield has had coaches. So something's got to eventually give. And I think Jalen Hurts has been the consistent positive factor of the team. And I think they're not getting consistent offensive coordinator results. And they're trying to cater to one player when they should be catering to the team. When they were catering to the team, they were winning. But when they cater to one specific person, we're not going to talk about his initials. That's when the team started to suffer. I think they know that they are a run first team, and if they stick to that and the receivers play their role, they'll have a great chance to make some damage. But they're number 4 for a couple of reasons. As much as I hate to say it right now. Actually, no, they're not. No, they're not number 3. Screw them. Buffalo's not number 3. They're like number 6, 7, or 8. New England's number 3 because they still got everything that they had. I mean, minus Stephon Diggs, they still have a team. Keyword, they have a team. And Drake May's only going to get better. Sure, he was a rookie and a second year player going to the Super Bowl. But yeah, second year, right?
Yeah.
But it's youth. But they still have a great franchise pedigree. Now, will Mike Vrabel redeem himself from this romantic mess that he got there? We'll see. But for right now, I still think they're the cream balls of the crop when it comes to the AFC. They're sure ain't gonna pick the Jets. Miami, they there for loss. I feel bad for Malik Willis because they took all of his weapons away. Devon Achane, fantasy football god. But other than that, don't expect anything from Miami. Well, yeah.
Detroit Pistons take game 111 to 101.
I saw
James Harden though got his 20 points. He got 22.
I'm not paying attention. That they disappoint me. But I just think that New England has the pieces that they need to remain on the top of the AFC. Buffalo is still Josh Allen a buzz. I don't care what receivers he has. He doesn't develop a good chemistry enough with them to make things work. And it doesn't matter the head coach. Allen is their head coach. You didn't hear that from me, but you heard it from me. Number 2 is going to be Seattle Seahawks. I don't like the Seahawks. I think they were a blessing based off of their defense and the players around them. Sam Darnold was just a beneficiary because I think he still sees ghosts from time to time, but I still gotta give them number 2 because they were the Super Bowl champions. Number 1 is still gonna be the Rams, unfortunately, because their offense is that good still. I mean, Matthew Stafford is still an elite quarterback, and they did good by picking up Ty Simpson. He's a good quarterback that can learn under Matt Stafford. They still got Puka Nacua, a very physical, twitchy receiver that can beat you off of the catch. You got Devontae Adams still, who is for a veteran receiver, he's an elite veteran receiver. I think he's been past 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
10 years, yes. He can still get you 1,000 yards in there. So I think they're bolstered up their offense. They still got that that annoying running back duo of Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. For some reason, when I had Blake Corum on fantasy, he didn't perform well. But all of a sudden, when he wants to perform well, I don't have him. I don't know why that is. I don't know if I'm cursed in fantasy or whatever, but that's another topic for another day. But I still think that as far as the season goes, they will be in the top of the NFC. Will they win the NFC? Probably no. But as far as their rankings, yeah, they'll be at the top. So you got Rams, Seahawks, Patriots, Eagles, and Baltimore.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that list either. I think that's the more accurate list out of the five that we have. I don't hate it.
In Baltimore though, they had them in the teens. I'm like, nah, you forget. Once Lamar came back, they went on like a 5-1 streak. So you give them a chance to really mesh like that, they're going to be dangerous. So I don't know why they sleeping on the Ravens like that.
But I put the Ravens up there because you can't count on their health. That's it. I remember that. But I mean, Ravens at 5. I don't hate that. I actually considered put them at 5. My top 5 too. But I was like, are they really gonna stay healthy? So I don't hate your list.
Yeah, other options were like San Francisco, but I can't trust San Francisco to stay healthy for a game, let alone a season.
Same.
I not like, but the thing is, the sum of their parts, they're so good. Like Kyle Shanahan is a coach of the year candidate every year for how he gets his team to the playoffs with like a broken hood on the car, a broken wheel, busted wheel. It doesn't matter. He still finds a way to get there. And I got to give him credit for that. But as far as the team goes, no, I can't do that. I would like to say Carolina, but I still need to see some consistent play from Bryce Young. He did amazing last year. The team did amazing last year. I need to see some improved play from Xavier Legette because he's supposed to be that receiver. He's supposed to be that receiver. He's physical and can run. I don't want him to turn into a Kelvin Benjamin situation. I need him to be great. This may be a breakout season for him. Who knows? I said Green Bay. I said Houston. There are a couple of honorable mentions. Houston, their defense is still going to be like top 5, maybe top 3. But I need CJ Stroud to act like he is a pro and stop turning the damn ball over. Against that Patriots game, he was turning the ball over so much. That's the only reason they lost. It wasn't
You get a pick.
All you had to do was not turn the ball over, CJ. That's all you had to do. But yeah, those are my mentions, my dark horses, and my hot takes.
All right, for those in the comment section, let us know who do you think got the best list, myself, Theo, or Jordan. Let us know in the comment section. We gonna move on. We got a Keep 3 Cut 5 in NBA edition. I was just waiting for suspense. Greatest NBA players to never win a NBA championship. I got the most toxic list out here. Y'all know how I am. So we go figure out what 3 the fellas gonna pick. Number 1, Dominique Wilkins.
I love the human highlight reel, but I'm gonna cut it.
Yeah, I love the highlight reel, but we gotta cut this reel though. Cut this reel short. No pun intended, but we gotta cut it short.
Right. Well, with respect, Dominique Wilkins, you're out. Next on the list, Tracy McGrady.
Keep. T-Mac, always keep. 13 points in 35 seconds, keeping.
What about you? Yeah. I mean, the talent is undeniable. Yeah, let's keep T-Mac.
Also, considering the fact that his frame is 6'8" and 210, him in this era, he would eat every single game.
Oh, bro,
There
30,
would
30 points easy.
Yes, there is no player that could guard him. That would be able to guard him. And he's
Wimby.
a great player.
He's a mini KD. Like him and Kevin Durant got probably the most probably the most automatic scorers at that size that I've seen play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave Kobe Bryant hell. So if you give Kobe Bryant hell, that means you a good player. So
That is true. Next, oh, well, I forgot to say, we're keeping Tracy McGrady. Next on the list, Chris Paul.
Rajon Rondo.
I want Chris, but cut. Don't come around and stand up. I'm cutting Chris.
Yeah, I can't forgive Chris Paul scoring 1 point in 3 quarters against the Mavs, and against I can't forgive that. He,
It was 2011. Everybody was getting those buckets.
Yeah, when the Mavs beat them by like 50, and then he shot a 3 to cut the lead to 30. No, you gotta get cut off of that.
Nah, you doing the man dirty. But either way, with respects to Chris Paul, get out of there. Next on the list, Steve Nash.
Who?
I like Nash, but I feel like you're gonna give us some better players. I'm gonna cut Nash, but Nash was cool. But they should have won a championship when he was at the Lakers. Like he underperformed when he was at LA.
They all underperformed.
They were old.
They underperformed.
Cut.
Fred. He had Kobe. He still had Kobe. Nah, they should have won at least one chip.
Yeah, Paul Gasol. But the problem is that they didn't have any other like scorers. I mean, I know Kobe is Kobe. I get it.
You had Trevor Ariza. You had Powell. Wasn't Andrew Bynum still there? They had a squad.
I believe he's still there.
But he was the backup to Dwight.
It is what it is.
Oh, I forgot about Dwight Howard being there. Yeah, they should have won a championship. Sorry. Bye, Steve.
How many players we have left?
We have 4 players left and 2 keeps. Well, next on the list, Reggie Miller.
I'll keep Reggie.
Yeah, he was a menace everywhere. He scored.
Oh no, he said keep 3, cut 5. This is our second keep, our third keep.
Second. I'm still keeping. He was wherever he went.
I feel like you're gonna see my favorite player in these last 2. But I mean, we'll stick. I'll stick with the keep. We got 3.
All right. Well, keeping Reggie Miller. Next on the list, Patrick Ewing.
Now we at 6. Okay. I'm a Knicks fan, and Patrick Ewing was one of the best centers to ever play, and he, for his time, one of the best centers to ever exist. Powerful, enforcer at the rim, but I will cut him only because his shooting was very inefficient. Like he couldn't shoot free throws that well, but he could do everything else well that you needed for a center at that time. But still, I'm a cut. I hate to do that as a fellow Knick, but I'm a cut.
Let's cut Pat because I feel like you're gonna give us some more better players that never won rings.
All right. With respect to Patrick Ewing, you ain't enough. You're not one of the greatest.
L train.
Next on the list, y'all might shut it down after this one. Allen Iverson.
I don't care who's a keep.
You got to keep. You keep right. I can. There's not a list. Players without rings. Yeah. AI's not on it. Keep.
I knew y'all were gonna shut it down after this one. All right, keep 3, cut 5 edition. Greatest players to never win a championship. You guys cut Dominique Wilkins. You guys kept Tracy McGrady. Awesome keep, by the way. You guys cut Chris Paul. With respect. You guys cut Steve Nash, with respect again. You guys cut Reggie Miller. You guys cut Patrick Ewing, with respect. You guys cut AI, Allen Iverson. And your last cut is none other than Sir Charles Barkley.
And okay, we're fine with that. We're fine with. We didn't go off a bridge with this one.
You didn't go too far off a bridge with this one. But I have one more. We did the greatest players. Now let's look into the greatest NBA teams to not win a championship. So I'll actually give you the year and the team, and you guys have to decide whether or not they are one of the greatest teams to never win a championship. All right. Number one on the list, 95-96 Seattle Supersonics. 64 wins, led by Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. Lost in the finals, obviously, to the Bulls.
Cut. Off Brad. Cut. They were great, but cut.
Yikes. I got a cut for you too, Theo.
All right, my wife had called in. You know, gotta keep wifey happy. What was
best
this?
NBA was the first one is 95-96 Supersonics.
It was. I don't like that squad. Are you keeping them or cutting them, Jordan?
I'm cutting them. I mean, don't get me wrong, they were great. You had Gary Payton, you had Sean Kemp, you had Detlef Schrempf, Hershey Hawkins, Sam Perkins. You had a good squad, but still, I'm cutting. They didn't do enough. In my opinion, they weren't memorable enough to keep. I think they were just as of the Lakers not being good and the Rockets not going back to back. So that's why I say I'm cutting. And the Jazz.
I agree. We can cut them.
All right, we cut in the 95-96 Supersonics. Next on the list, 2003-2004 LA Lakers. Of course, obviously lost to the Detroit Pistons for 4-1. The Shaq Kobe led team trying for that three-peat.
I hated that squad.
Cut still. I'm still cutting.
Cut. As talented as they was, I'm still cut them because I mean you had Karl Malone, you had
they had a bunch of veterans that were trying to get their ring. They were on their last leg, and although the loss was rather not so memorable, it's still you got to cut them. I'm looking at
saying it's not memorable too.
I gotta think of a team that barely fought to the end. I need a team that when they lost, it was actually heartbreaking, and just so far those two haven't been heartbreaking.
Yeah, I was excited.
It was heartbreaking for me.
I mean, yeah, man, as a Laker fan, I get it, but Detroit that year was on one, so
whatever, they were on one. Anyway, the 2003-2004 Lakers, with respect, I'm so sorry. R.I.P. to GOAT, Kobe Bryant. Not great enough. Next on the list, the 96-97 Utah Jazz. You got Stockton and Malone at their peak, losing to, again, the Chicago Bulls.
97-98, then I would say definitely keep. Because what year was it that Malone won the MVP? Was that 97 or was that 98?
I think it was. Hold on. I gotta pull it up.
Crying about not getting that MVP, and he did. And they literally were fighting to the very end. They fought.
Keep them. They was a good team, even though I don't like the sum of their parts like that. But they were a good team. They fought. Scrappy.
What year was it?
96-97.
Keep. Okay, keep. Yeah, because that was the year that he won the MVP. Yeah, keep. Even though 90 was more memorable, still 97 you keep because the MVP won that year and they still didn't win the championship. They fought very hard. that team fought very hard, but you keep in mind 98 was when they had home court advantage. So that means those 2 years were very memorable for the Jazz.
Yep. All right. We're keeping 96, 97. Next on the list, the 2001-2002 Sacramento Kings. Arguably the best team that year, fell in a controversial Western Conference Finals to the LA Lakers.
You know I don't like
That's
him
the
right.
squad
I don't like him right.
Robert Horry got that three off. No, that was Portland. I do like that squad. Shout out to the hometown of Bobby Jackson.
Tim Donaghy Gate era. That was disgusting. And they came out with a whole documentary and a video of him admitting to rigging the whole thing. Oh my God. I know the Kings were hurt.
I'll take that Sac team. Give me that Sacramento team.
You gonna take it?
Can I retract my previous one and put the Kings as first?
Nope.
Okay. We gotta keep that one because that hurt everybody in the world watching that because they saw what happened.
All right. Well, we're keeping it. Next on the list, again, y'all might shut it down after this. We're gonna see what happens. The 2015-2016 Golden State Warriors. Record 73-9 season, lost the finals after leading 3-1.
Surprisingly, no. I got a team. I know they're the team that you're gonna say. They're a team. I'm hoping you say it. That's that would be my final key. But this one, no. I'm cutting.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say cut them too.
All right. Well, next on the list, 2012-2013 San Antonio Spurs. Of course, seconds away from the title before Ray Allen's Miracle 3 propelled them to win the Heat to win Game 6, and they ended up winning Game 7.
What number team are you at right now?
We are at number 6.
Okay, it was heartbreaking, but still, I know I'm gonna cut only because the Heat should have won in a lesser amount of games. They were the best team in the league. You had the 99 LeBron James. Like it was heartbreaking, but there's still one team I'm looking at that was more heartbreaking than that.
Yeah, we can cut that.
All righty.
Are you picking NBA Finals teams also? I just wanted to clarify.
No, greatest teams not to win a championship.
Oh, okay.
It might just land that way just because of how it is. But next on the list, the 2006-2007 Phoenix Suns. The 7 seconds or less offense with Steve Nash never made the finals.
Nah.
This is our last one.
Great, but not keep
worthy. Next to last. There's one more out there.
Okay, yeah, cut them.
There, you might not say the one that I'm thinking of though. That's the you might not say the one that I'm looking at.
I'm waiting on you, Jordan.
What was it there?
The 06-07 Phoenix Suns.
Cut.
All righty. Keep 3, cut 5. Greatest NBA teams to not win a championship in that year. You guys cut the Seattle Supersonics. You guys cut the 2003-2004 Lakers. You guys kept the Utah Jazz 96-97. You guys kept the Sacramento Kings 01-02. Very controversial finish. You guys cut the 06-07 Suns. You guys cut the 15-16 historic Golden State Warriors. You guys cut the 12-13 San Antonio Spurs. Great team, by the way. Your final keep is the 93-94 New York Knicks. Defensive powerhouse led by Patrick Ewing, losing in Game 7 of the finals.
To San Antonio, right?
Game.
No.
That
That
was
one?
a John Starks game where he went like 3 for something. It was like the fourth quarter. John Starks had a horrible shooting game, but crazy enough, the team they were playing, I was thinking you were going to talk about the 2017-18 Houston Rockets when they played the Golden State Warriors. Yes.
They weren't going to win that finals.
Oh, yes, they were.
Bruh.
They
No,
were
they
going.
I'm
weren't.
surprised they say that 95-96 Orlando team.
No, you
I had
mean
him up there. I took him off for Shaq and Kobe because it was Shaq and Kobe. Because they were on, Shaq and Kobe was on a chance for a three-peat. Or four, was it a three-peat or a four-peat? I think it was a four-peat. I think it was a three-peat. They were trying to get a three.
That's the last one. Can we trade that for that 03-04 Lakers team, that Knicks team? I think, or is it too late?
Nope. Y'all already kept them.
nah, we're good with the teams that we chose.
Yeah,
But that 17-18 Rockets that still hurts my heart to this day. The way they kept on shooting threes and missing every single one, where if they shot twos, they would have knocked off that def lineup for Golden State. They had to win. They had home court, but they lost because they
that's
kept.
when CP3 and Harden played together.
Yes, when Harden and CP3 played together. Yes,
They fought. Choose better
so
shots.
breaking to watch.
Choose better shots. That's all I got for you. And speaking of all I got, that's our whistle for today, but the game never really ends. Thank you for spending time with us, sharing your opinions, passion, and a love for sports that goes beyond the scoreboard. Again, huge shout out to our 45 subscribers. We appreciate every single one of you rocking with us, and we're still on that road to our first 100 subscribers. If you like what you heard, subscribe, follow, and join the conversation. And make sure you're looking for the post for the Crash King. Brother, make the post already. What are you doing? All right. Until next time, stay competitive, stay curious, and keep loving the game. This is Squad Sportcast. We'll see you.